Hello, everybody. Welcome to At Home Fitness with Coach A. It is Wednesday, May 27th, day number 72, I believe. Or as I guess we could call it, day number 2 a.m. after Murph. I want to give you guys a quick intro video. There's two paths, so to speak, that I'm going to present today, and you guys can run with it from there. Path number 1, which you're going to see in the video first, is going to be an active recovery day. If, like me, you're still pretty beat up and sore from doing Murph, I wasn't able to do it until last night. We probably don't want to be super aggressive with our workout. I want to do something probably in the half-hour range for quality. In this case, I reached out to a friend, Dr. Matt Stevens, who owns Pure Physio in Strongsville, Ohio. Also programs for quite a few games athletes, those of us locally that are looking to improve our endurance, capacity work, and some fringe athletes through something he likes to call Pure Endurance, and got a pretty sweet 30-minute AMRAP active recovery workout for you guys that I'm going to present and demonstrate a couple of the movements that some of us might not know, as well as, secondly, in the video, I'm going to give you guys a mostly lower body workout with a strength component for today, just in case you're feeling pretty good or didn't have a chance to do Murph and want to get about it today as usual. All right, so stick around and we will get to all of those fun things. All right, so let's talk active recovery first. Take a peek. 30-minute AMRAP, meaning for quality, not time or speed. 2018 calories on the bike. If you guys don't have a bike, we're going to look at something that's about a 200-meter run. For quality, meaning focus on mechanics if that is an issue for you, or take your time. This is not a speed run. 50-50 farmer's carry, so down, right, back, left, 50 feet each direction. Does not have to be super heavy. Base this off of how you guys feel. If the grip is smoked from Murph, lats, shoulders are sore, keep it a little bit lighter. If you're feeling good, go a little bit heavier. 5 and 5 on the Bulgarian split squat. I'll demonstrate that in a second. 10 and 10, straight leg bridge. I'll demonstrate that as well. A 5 each bear crawl with a kick. I'll demonstrate that in a minute as well. And then finally a 20-second hollow hold. So, in terms of what is what, farmer's carry means we're walking with weight in one hand, 50 feet down, 50 feet back. The Bulgarian split squat is a rear elevated single leg squat. So I'm going to take the back leg, put it on a bench, put it on a box, something along those lines, let that foot sit. From there, squatting. For the most part, I want you guys to think of it as straight up and down. Allow the knee to travel forward a little bit. If the quads, knees are bugging you at all from yesterday, then the modification here is going to be making sure that knee pretty much stays in place and squatting down and back a little bit more with the hips before we come back up. Okay, so that's going to be 5 each side. The single leg bridge is probably something you have all done before, whether you realize it or not. We're going to lay on our back. I'm going to demonstrate it on the bench since you guys can't see the ground. From there, I'm going to squeeze the glute hamstring, push down through the heel, and flex up one leg at a time. 10 and 10 each side. The bear crawl with the kick through for a lot of us is basically going to be what we know as a Spider-Man warm-up, where I'm bear crawling hands and feet, and instead of keeping everything here, I'm going to kick that foot up in front of me, get a little bit of a hip opener stretch as I go into the next one. All right, so maybe even think of it as a double-sized step each bear crawl. Okay? 5 and 5 each side, and then finally the hollow hold. As any of you guys know that have done gymnastic work for CrossFit or gymnastic work in general, is going to be a hollow out arch position, arms up overhead, toes pointed up and out together, creating that front side arcing tension. Okay, and again, that's 20 seconds. So to review, 30-minute
AMRAP, meaning we're going to move for 30 minutes, but for quality and consistency, not for time and score. 2018 calories on the bike, about a 200-meter run, 250 row, somewhere along those lines. 50 down, 50 back, right arm, left arm, suitcase carry. 5 and 5, right, left, Bulgarian split squat. 10-10, straight-legged bridge each side. 5 bear crawl with the kick through each side. And then finally a 20-second hollow hold. If you guys are looking for any more of this quality active recovery programming, or you want to check out his endurance athlete for the competitive CrossFitter or just the person looking to improve their endurance work, check out Pure Physio or the endurance specific programming at Pure Endurance. Instagram, Facebook, all those good things as far as I know. Say hi to Matt and Ryan for me. Alright guys, if you're still watching, that means you're feeling good and you're going to hit the workout for today. So here's the strength components. 4 rounds, 6 to 8 reps each side, right, left, of a single leg RDL. Now, in terms of setting the reps, if you're somebody that has an imbalance in strength, let's say the left is weaker than the right, feel free to do 6 on the right, 8 on the left. See if we can make some of that ground up a little bit. What I don't want you guys to do though is, if the right is stronger than the left, don't do 8 on the right and then 6 on the left and take that imbalances here and start trying to push it out to here. All right, that's not going to help anybody out, and anything that's going to create more problems for us in the future, especially if we are a bit fatigued after a long, challenging workout like Murph. All right, so when it comes to the mechanics of an RDL, in terms of modifications, it doesn't really matter what you guys are going to use today. The RDL is going to be the RDL. If we have a band, we can still do this technically by doing more of a good morning with the RDL and looping the band underneath the foot, putting it over the traps, and hinging from there. But if we have a kettlebells, a dumbbells, or a barbell, everything's pretty much going to work the same. The back leg, so the leg that moves as we hinge, the one that's not attached to the ground, the focus is, can I keep it in an extension position that stays in line with my spine? Meaning, if my upper body moves, so does that leg. Does it move with us, or does it drag behind us and hang down? We want it to be an extension, even to the point where we might have to focus on squeezing that glute in order to tilt and keep our balance in the hinge, okay? Now, when it comes to the hands, it doesn't matter to me how you guys hold on to this. If we can use 2 hands, I want you to use 2 hands. If we can't use 2 hands, then I want you to pick the hand that the weight's being held in, based on whichever one allows you to create the most stability and the least amount of torque in your trunk. So what I mean there is, if let's say it's in the opposite hand, I'm using my right leg and I'm holding with my left hand, if I'm getting a ton of twist in my trunk, but if I switch to the same side, I can keep it relatively straight and parallel, I want you to be on that side, okay? Let's not try and create a ton of variation. There is a purpose to that that could be utilized at some point in the future, but as for today, with the assumption that we're coming off of a nasty workout, I'd rather you guys get some quality lifting in that really hits the point it's trying to hit. All right, stick around for the workouts. All right, let's finish today's workout with a burner, all 10s all the time. 10-minute AMRAP, 10 hang power clean, 10 reverse lunge step, and 10 V-ups. So let's talk about the modifications with this too. Not much point in making an extra video at the end if you guys can see pretty easily. 10 hang power cleans. They are being prescribed as dumbbells today. Alright, I don't care how deep the hang is. It can be below the knee, it can be at the knee, it can be above the knee, up under from there. That is going to be your guys' call. Alright, if it's barbell, same idea. If it is a single dumbbell or single kettlebell, same idea too. If it makes it easier for you guys to transition, tapping the floor with only one dumbbell or kettlebell, then by all means. The weight shouldn't be super heavy. I have 35s in my hand, so let's say for an RX weight, 35 for the guys, 25 for the ladies. For a barbell, 95, 65, okay? We're looking ideally probably for about 5+ rounds at least, really pushing ourselves at least to the best of our ability based on the fatigue coming out of Murph. Now, if we don't have any weights with us, reverse lunge steps, piece of cake, all we're doing, stepping back into it, pushing ourselves up. V-ups on the ground, same thing, toes to hands, tapping full extension or down into a hollow position, if you will, okay? We can technically loop a band down under the feet and try and clean it from there. We can do banded good mornings with both feet. We can do jumping air squats. If we have a ball, we can do a mid-ball clean. If you guys want to try and create some kind of clean version variation or hip extension version variation, we could also possibly do a high box jump. All right, so if we need to get creative, feel free. But keep in mind, if you don't think you're sore, but find out about halfway through this that you're not feeling that great from Murph on Sunday or Monday, or even yesterday like me, then be ready to adjust so that we don't wreck the rest of our week and take the gains that we could have had the rest of these days and squash them out just because we were greedy today. All right? Have a good day.